Contestant number one, please be ready. This is your question. What is COVID 19 and how did it change your academic life? Again, what is COVID 19 and how did it change your academic life? Contestant number one, your 5 minutes of preparation starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Lorenzo Augustine D Ruiz. Earlier po, I've been asked a specific question of what is COVID-19? First of all, coronavirus disease, COVID-19 or nCoV or whatever you call it, is an infectious viral disease caused by somebody in China eating something that that should never be eaten and began to spread all over the world. Most people who fall or have gotten exposure to COVID-19 will undergo a mild, moderate, and vigorous symptoms, and when untreated, could unfortunately be fatal. One of the common questions when learning about the virus is how did it spread so fast? This virus is able to be transferred through small driblets made when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These small driblets are actually too dense to stay around the air, so it quickly falls down on floors, surfaces like walls, and even you can even stick to your eye, to things that you eat and drink like breads, water, and fruits. You can be infected by inhaling or digesting the driblets if you are in close vicinity to someone who is infected, and you don't even need to necessarily be close to someone who is infected. Uh, to be infected because it travels around the air and it can be everywhere. And also it's best to follow the procedures and instructions given by professional medical organizations and stay at home. Learning about the disease might also make you ask what happened to our education, what happened to the students and teachers academic lives, most notably the students. Well, obviously, it's going to be more easier for children and teachers because they don't need to be stressed. They don't need to be stressed and feel like they're going to for getting late because you'll just be at home. You don't need to take a jeepney and taxi to go to your physical classes. You don't need to worry about traffic also. Also relating to this question, I'd like to expound on what COVID-19 did to me and many others' academic lives, and several points to ponder over. We, or as I say, everybody, had to look for other ways and means to continue learning without social distancing and risk getting exposure to COVID. Thus, we adjusted to the method of online learning. Like online learning, firstly, online learning was rather difficult in the beginning because we had to master the different methods for online learning. We had to be computer proficient, and overnight we could just adjust to this online learning. Social distancing took a downward spiral because we were only able to interact with our peers virtually and not physically. Most school activities are limited due to the fact that online learning only allows some activities and definitely does not cater to others like school camping. The module of instruction in general is limited and only signifies limited capabilities because online learning only allows us to do so much. So in view of all of these points that I mentioned, it gave us a means to continue uh, learning despite of the pandemic. As I said a while ago, although limited activities and other school functions like robotics are still existent, online learning kept us safe from the pandemic because of the lack of social distancing and going to physical classes. Given that I was able to expound the points that I mentioned of what I am going through right now, it does not take the simple fact that we're able to overcome the pandemic because we were able to adjust to online learning. To sum it all up po, what is COVID-19? It is an infectious disease that is transferred through small driblets from infected people. They can travel through the air and can stick to surfaces like walls and others. How about one's academic life? What happened to that? Again, it's a lot more easier to the students since you don't have to be stressed about getting late. And concerning about the students and how they can be educated, we can rely on online learning, a method of learning online that has many advantages like online learning keeping us safe and efficient browsing stuff, and disadvantages like if a person has limited access to his Wi-Fi device. That will be all po. Thank you po and have a great day and stay safe.